I'm going to be absolutely honest. I forgot almost everything in the first season of this show. So when it came to season 2, even the previously on didn't help. It didn't even really jog many memories of this. If you don't know, Gen V or Gen 5, is that a Roman numeral? I don't know. Takes place at this college that's made for superheroes called Kadokan U or God U. But it's not as fun as, say, Harry Potter, X-Men, Sky High, or even My Hero Academia. Oh yeah, this takes place in the world of the boys. In fact, the only thing I did remember about Gen V Season 1 is that Homelander showed up at the end and then he arrested the main characters. Yeah, Gen V is one of those shows that there's a lot of characters and there's a lot of stuff going on. Like its parent show, it all boils down to the badness that Vought International is up to. The main characters are trying to expose the corruption. In fact, Gen V this season ties into the boys' last season very well. In case you missed that, it ended with a lot of supers sort of being in charge, with America kind of trending toward an authoritarian sort of dictatorship state. Insert obvious real-life parallels here. There's even some slogan in the school that says, "Make America Super Again." You can stop now. Anyway, so the school itself is under a serious lockdown. You have to actually, I don't know if you could freely come and go through the school, but there's some heavy security in it at the beginning of this season. And the students that were arrested were in the lockup at this place called Amira, but they're released to the school quite quickly. Yeah, it's way too easy. And the school has this new principal. He's played by Hamish Linklater, and there's apparently some sort of agenda that involves these main characters. Now, Gen 5 or Gen V feels like a holdover to the next season of The Boys, and that is the show that is planning the final season as of next year. In fact, Starlight from that show makes a guest appearance. And I gotta try and remember where all the cast members of The Boys were at the end of that last season. Yeah, I don't know what the long-term Gen V plan is. Are they just gonna merge with The Boys, or is it planning to be a way to keep this franchise going? Is there gonna be a season 3 of Gen V? Considering the massive 5-episode dump that we had last week, we'll see. It only has a few more episodes left. I am gonna say this, Gen V is gross. Seriously, the show just goes out of its way to be disgusting or sexual, and it doesn't seem to fit in as well as it does on The Boys, really. I mean, there's a scene where this little shrunk superhero is floating in a toilet, and some guy's about to sit down on the bowl and do number 2. Why is it I remember that scene? And what can I do to forget that? Yeah, honestly, I really don't know what's going on with this show, and I think it has less to do with the writers not telling me certain information and more to do with just me not paying attention, really. So what do you think of Gen V? Do you like it? Is it better than The Boys? Do you want to see more of it? Go and leave a comment below.